Hey, what's up, everybody? Gonna do a classic rock reaction, man. This is a complimentary quad coming your way, man. A complimentary quad featuring the music of Led Zeppelin. And what it is here is, well, first off, let me give you guys a intro. First off, thanks very much to Mike Halliday. Mike has created a really cool playlist on YouTube. He's got his own YouTube channel, and he's got a really excellent playlist of Led Zeppelin stuff. A lot of really good, I guess, live songs and things of that sort. Maybe some bootlegs. And so he's a patron of mine as well, and he's got a recommendation for a quad. So we're going to start off with Yallah, The Truth Explodes, followed by Bron-Yr-Aur Stomp Live, Four Sticks Live, and finally Going to California. That sounds great, man. Good lineup of songs. So Mike says to me, what a treat. On the other hand, there are so many songs I'd love to pick, but on the other hand, you'd already done so much Led Zeppelin exploration that there's very little ground not yet covered. In fact, you and your fans have turned me on to many things I hadn't known existed. I reviewed your Patreon Zeppelin entries, and I think my selections are a good overlap, both of songs you haven't really focused on yet, as well as particular favorites of mine. Although these are all from my playlist, I've selected original YouTube videos because mine may suffer somewhat in quality, and some have been rejected for sharing by YouTube. Thanks for this opportunity, man. Mike, right on. So, what I'll do here too is, Mike has left me a lot of personal notes after each particular performance, kind of outlining it. So what I'll do, instead of going through my typical Wikipedia read, I'll just read Mike's comments that applies to each particular song and go that way. So, Yallah, The Truth Explodes. All right. You know what? Let's read up on this before, because I don't know what this is, man. Yallah, The Truth Explodes. So Mike says, this is one of the best post-Zeppelin creations by Page and Plant. Okay. Jimmy the Riff Maker is back, and Plant's vocals provide as much counterpoint rhythm as melody. The original video release shows them jamming in a Moroccan square full of people, and it's great, but I like this version a little better. The addition of the orchestral components adds another layer, giving it an almost Kashmir-like quality. Note Michael Lee on drums. No offense to Jason Bottom. He added a great nostalgic component and did a competent job. But Tommy Lee is the best post-Bonham drummer in my opinion. Alright, Tommy Lee. Is that Motley Crue fame? Or is there another Tommy Lee out there? Okay, so that is Yallah then, a post-Zeppelin creation by Page and Plant. I had to know what I was going in for first. So let's hit this up, man. Page and Plant, Yallah, The Truth Explains. Let's get it.
Here's a song that was born very recently. Maybe it was the first song that we put together in our new career, in the new days. Inspired by the city of Marrakesh, the home of sinners and good men, and us.
Sinners, good men, and then there's us. Too much swag for one man.
is whispered in the dust, written in the wind, from the wisdom of the Father where the word begins. Oh, 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 yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. In the kingdom of gold and the stolen chance, you can hear the celebration, hear the children dance. The horn will ring, and the crowd will roar, and the sand in the glass will fall no more. Oh, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's got a cashmere flavor, doesn't it? That should be Chelsea right there. I have to say.
When the rivers will freeze, the whole ski ascent through the fires and the storm, through the bitter end. The treasures and the gifts, the words and the truth will be cast into the fire. Now all I do, oh, oh, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah,
The spirit of this delivery. Right on. Like I said, man, many times, the thing that I admire the most about Led Zeppelin, the most, even beyond their great musicianship and their freakish talent unknown from God, what I admire the most is their creativity and where they can go with it, what they can do with it. They can wake up in the morning, flip a coin to decide in which direction they can head where it comes to creating something. You know, how many artists, how many bands wish they had that? And I'm not saying that that is the element that has made Led Zeppelin so renowned, because if they just did their straight blues, heavy rock cover, and that's all they ever did, they would be gods. If they just did their far and away psychedelic kind of progressive structures like no quarter and what, they would be rock gods. If they basically just did a lot of their great acoustics and all of that stuff like covered on Led Zeppelin 3, they would be rock gods. You know, they can go anywhere they want. And here's another thing. Some people don't feel the same way, but that's okay. They would have really kicked serious ass in the 80s if they hung around. I don't know if they would be as elemental as they were in the 70s, but they would have some crazy, crazy success in the 80s, knowing that they could change their sound. Dude, look at this, man. Yallah, The Truth Explodes. All of that different vibes that you're infusing here, and they still have a great, great signature bottom line Led Zeppelin sound. You know what I'm saying? And it's still enjoyable. It's still got the elements of rock in it. Yo, man, I'm telling you, man, these guys are just a freak of nature where it comes to the body of classic rock. love them or hate them. You either believe it. There's people out there who hates Led Zeppelin for what they are, what they are able to create. Not that they've created it, but they hate them for the fact that they can create anything they feel like. Yeah, some people hate you just because you exist. Isn't that sad? But we love these guys and we appreciate all that they can create, man. That is the number one reason why I like Led Zeppelin so much. And that swag. Where the hell did Jimmy Page get all of that swag? You know? I gotta do a complete history of Jimmy Page, the man. You know, what contributed to creating this guy and all of the swag. And the big grapefruits of, courage that he's got. Because back in the day, he wanted to go in a certain direction. And there weren't that many people heading in that direction. He had a vision early on. And he really ran with it, you know. The path less traveled. So it'd be very, very interesting to do a little background on the man. All of them. But Jimmy Page, he was the visionary. All right, man. So I've already read the background of Yallah, The Truth Explodes. And so what I'll do is we'll just jump to our next track, man. And then I'll read the Bron-Yr-Aur Stomp after the fact. It's only because I've never heard of Yallah, The Truth Exposed, so I didn't know what I was getting into. So that's why I kind of did a pre-read. So let's hit this up, man. Bron-Yr-Aur Stomp, live in 72. Let's get it. How the West Was Won. Michael, I would have heard this before because I did this concert. It's worthy of another listen though. This is Bonham singing with them. Crowd must be having a blast. First time I heard this song, I thought he said blue-eyed girl. And it took on a completely different meaning until the very end. I realized he was singing about his damn dog. Classic. Takes on a completely different feel when performed live, doesn't it? Great tune, man. Excellent. I bet you nowadays, if Led Zeppelin was to get together again, they would be a really, really strong call for that song to be performed, just because of the clapping and the stomping element that goes with it. Bron-Yr-Aur Stomp. Great tune, man. Alright. So, Bron-Yr-Aur Stomp. Mike says, this is very much a lesser known song of theirs, never getting much airtime or commentary. But I fell in love with it the first time I heard it on Zeppelin 3, and still enjoy it every time I hear it. I think the band loved it more than its fame would suggest as well. After they wrote it in 1970, they played it on every tour thereafter, except the last one, and who knows, but it would have shown up later on that tour. The song started out as a country electric jam called Jennings Farm Blues, influenced by a Scotch folk song called Wagoner's Lad. But in the folksy Welsh Bron-Yr, Golden Breast or Hillside of Gold, house where they wrote most of the Zeppelin 3, it became an acoustic guitar romp with bonzo and spoons and Jones playing an upright fretless bass. The song is about a dog, Plant's blue-eyed Merle, named Strider, and the music has the soul of a dog in it. It runs and jumps, leaps and twists, chases its tail and snaps at air. I think it even licks itself at one point. Pure musical joy. I could have selected the 75 version with its live video or the 77 version with its extended jazz jam, but ultimately I picked the 72 version as the cleanest, brightest, most joyfully played version. Alright, man. Thank you, Mike. Good comments, man. You are an aficionado of these guys. Sorry, I can't talk today, man. I drank too much coffee. Alright. Let's hit up our third track, that being Four Sticks. Four Sticks performed live. Damn, man. I just recently re-uploaded Four Sticks onto YouTube. YouTube is strange, man. First time it made it up, then I pulled all of my stuff down due to that COPPA nonsense. And then when I returned to YouTube, tried to put it back up again, it wouldn't take. And so I just waited a couple of months, tried it again, and just the other day it stuck. I don't know how to explain it. Alright, man. Led Zeppelin, live in Copenhagen in '71, Four Sticks. Let's get it.
we've never done before. Seems we had to come round to it. So here we go. This hasn't even got a title yet, but we'll think of one as for your entertainment.
They're the riff masters, man. I just thought of it. If this is live in Copenhagen in '71, if this is '71, then it's probably the first time this song is being heard, because the fourth album came out in '74. I'm talking too loud, aren't I? at its very best. You can tell that his voice, his vocals was just on point.
You should really hear that.
It's so easy to ruin your voice, man. When you're a rock vocalist, the likes of that. Count ourselves lucky that he had it together for as long as he did. All right, man. 4 Sticks live. This is a rare treat. I know it already. Just like Out on the Tiles live. It's just recently I heard a live version of Out on the Tiles. I had asked the question before when I was doing my Led Zeppelin 3 full album reaction. It was like a revisit doing the full album format. And, I just had that thought. I don't think that I've actually heard Out on the Tiles performed live. And then a number of you were saying to me in the comments, yeah, man, it's a very, very rare thing. So consider it a treat once you get to it. I consider this a treat as well, 4 Sticks live. Man, these guys are the riff masters, let me tell you. Endless, endless cool riffs. So, 4 Sticks. Let's see what Michael's got to say about that. 4 Sticks. Michael says, I've heard this song almost didn't make the album because, among other things, the timing was so complicated that they couldn't figure out how to count the damn thing in. They took a break in the studio, started slamming out something. Bonzo started slamming out something on drums. Jimmy picked up his guitar, and in 15 minutes, they had laid out rock and roll. Bonzo slammed a pint of beer, picked up 4 Sticks, thinking he had to up his game after listening to Ginger Baker, and they finished their song. A latter-day band was playing around with remaking classics, and they said you have no idea what kind of power Plant is playing with his voice until you try to sing that song. To me, though it's one of their least known songs, this represents kind of a capstone of their career. It combines the driving sexual force of their early classic Whole Lotta Love with ethereal progressions of their latter classic Kashmir. This cut is rather rough, but as far as I know, it's the only time it was played live, and I'm so glad it was captured. Yeah, absolutely, man. So am I. I'll take it, It's not perfect, it's not polished, but, just having that capture live is a treat, man. So, let us hit up Going to California. But before I do, let me get my ass hydrated. Hang on a sec. Led Zeppelin, Going to California live, Paris Theater, 2016 remaster. Let's get it.
Spend my days with a woman unkind, smoke my stuff and drank all my wine. Made up my mind, make a new start, going to California with an aching in my heart. Someone told me there's a girl out there with love in her eyes and flowers in her hair. My chances on a big jet plane. Never let them tell you that we're all the same. The sea was red and the sky was gray. I wondered how tomorrow could ever follow today. Hills and the canyons bend and shake. children of the sun begin to wake. Oh, dear. It seems that the wrath of the gods got a punch on the nose and it's starting to flow. I think I might be sinking. Throw me a line if I reach it in time. I'll meet you up there where the path runs straight and high. Find a queen without a king. They say she plays guitar and cries and sings. La la la. Ride a white mare in the footsteps of dawn, trying to find a woman who's never, never, never been born. Standing on a hill in the mountain of dreams, telling myself it's not as hard as it seems. It's hard.
Beautiful. Yeah, man. They can go anywhere, touch any area, any genre specific, fusion, whatever the case is. Get up in the morning, flip a coin to the side. Yo, let's do an acoustic album. Why? Because we can. You know? That's what it is. That's what it's all about. All right. Going to California. So Mike says about this, contrast the power of Plant's voice in Four Sticks with the delicacy of it in this live version of Going to California. In many ways, it's more pure and perfect than even the studio version. Page has always said that they wanted to explore shades of light and shadow in their music, like painting, and no two songs better represents this range than Four Sticks and Going to California. Yeah, no shit. They're back to back on the album, are they not? Oh my goodness, man. I'm gonna have to go back and just do the whole album experience, you know, rather than just, because what I did with Led Zeppelin is I just went from song to song per album. And, you know, sometimes each song reaction was broken up by a week and a half, you know, even sometimes 2 weeks if I got really busy. So I know that they intended for you to have an album reaction from beginning to end. I haven't done that. So I will go back and I will actually do the whole album thing. You know, I wasn't going to bother doing it, but then, you know, a number of people said, well, I know that you've listened to them on your own time, but you actually haven't done an actual reaction. So do a reaction. Okay. But yeah, what is it now? Side 2, right? Misty Mountain Hop. Four Sticks. Going to California. I believe that, yeah, that's how it goes. Man, I gotta get back on this shit. Get to know my Led Zeppelin shit more. On a personal note, in my late teens, my friends and I would gather in my basement, playing cards, listening to my mixtapes, and smoking a little something something. Whenever this song came on, we would all scramble to stash the contraband. because invariably my mom would come downstairs to listen to it. Your mom would just be coming down into a haze of shit, man, and she'd probably whoop your ass. I know my mom did. My mom whooped my ass, boy, holy. In front of all my friends and all my girlfriends too. My mom, it don't matter where we were, man. If I had an ass whooping coming to me, it was there, right in front of all the girls and shit. Oh man, that's probably happened to you, Mike. All right, so, well, that concludes this really interesting look at Mike's choices, man. Thanks for introducing me to Y'all The Truth Explodes. Maybe I'll probably come upon that again once I get into maybe No Quarter 95. Was it the only time that they toured, Page and Plant? Or was it like from 95 to 97? So it's just all over the place. But in any case, I think that I'll probably maybe come upon this and that exact piece of concert footage down the road. Once I get into, I'm guessing once I probably get into No Quarter, maybe that's when I'll see it again. No Quarter is coming up. It'll be probably this coming weekend. I had to push Led Zeppelin back a little bit to get caught up on my other reactions, including this one. This is a complimentary quad, and a couple of other complimentary quads. And speaking of, Brian, Joe, Finesse, Evelyn got reactions coming up for you. I believe they're all quads. And yeah, so I mentioned No Quarter 95, Page and Plant. I'm also doing kind of like a reconnecting tour, I guess I'll call it, where Led Zeppelin full album reactions are concerned. I mentioned that. What I'm starting off with, it's not, in any kind of order. It's just my personal preferences. I feel that I need to reconnect to 4 Led Zeppelin albums that I haven't really listened to since, the actual initial introduction of Led Zeppelin. And so Presence is one of those albums, which is up next. I've done Led Zeppelin 3, Houses of the Holy. I want to kind of have that full album experience with Presence all the way through, beginning to end, and then In Through the Outdoor. Those are the 4 albums that I don't feel that I've really built a very deep connection to. So that's what I'm attempting to do. And then what I'll do, because there's a lot of recommendations and requests for me to do so, like I said, I will do full album reactions. I'll go all the way back, start with Led Zeppelin 1, and comb all the way through, and just do that. I may as well, because I'm being asked to. So I'll do that and do a full album review. So that is my look at this very interesting quad lineup from Mike Halliday. Mike, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for your excellent YouTube channel and those great links that you've got. Thank you for that entire playlist that you sent me, but you're going to have to break up that playlist in quads. I'm not going to do the whole damn playlist, right? So, but thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. And everyone go check out Mike's channel. I'll leave a link in the description. Fingers crossed that, this makes it onto YouTube. So that is it, man. So thank you very much for joining me, guys. Take care. And I'll see you next time you see me. It'll probably be a complimentary quad. Yeah, it'll probably be Brian's complimentary quad. So I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.